KNC Masterpiece right here on 105.3 The Fan, and it's time for some Masterpiece of the Week.
She said, list this.
What's happening, fellas?
Hey, Reggie. I was on your show last night.
You were.
Hello, Reginald.
Thanks, man. I apologize again for being mean.
Oh, that's fine.
What happened?
Oh, he said something like,
I was surprised that Kevin wore any shoes or was interested in any shoes that you can get from the grocery store. Yeah.
My shoes on today are nice.
And your thoughts on that? Did you think that was rude or accurate?
Well, and that's the thing. I thought
Probably
it was
yes.
accurate, so that takes way away from the rudeness.
What time were you on at?
10:30?
Yeah, pretty much.
They don't have shoes at my Tom Thumb.
I didn't actually get those shoes from the grocery store. I think that was just like, you know.
They have shoes at the Walmart, though, around the corner.
It's true.
Oh, I've 100% bought shoes.
Especially like the non-slip shoes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
And steel toes.
Ooh, right. Work shoes.
Work shoes.
Before we get going, shout out to Mooney the Mayor, who's giving a shout out to his granddaughter, Beanie, on a big third birthday. So happy third birthday, Beanie. But Masterpiece of the Week is a segment that we do every week in which we revisit some of the funny, stupid, or dumb audio. I guess stupid and dumb is the same thing. But audio that's happened on this program. Why are you looking at me like that?
I'm just letting you do you, buddy.
Thanks, man. Speaking of letting folks do them, Corey.
What?
You did a lot of carrying over the course that we're going to talk about. Let's start
the Reese's segment.
Nope. Let's start here. What are you talking about?
All right.
Did you try hitting it the same way she hit it, or did you try going hard at it?
I went hard at it, and maybe that's the reason that maybe it's just she was hitting at a certain pressure, because it didn't look like she was hitting it like me. I was up there hitting it hard.
What?
Softball?
But wait.
No.
There's more.
Yeah.
And you have to try to match that pressure, because you're probably putting too much pressure on it.
Probably so. I was probably hitting, because I was hitting it super hard. She was like, just kind of putting a little on it. I don't know, but she won, dude. So there you go. That's about Lucy.
Dude. Oh my God.
That is Lucy.
Explain
You know what?
please.
I'm crossing it out.
The coal. You got to get the coal up there, but now it's not.
For the tickets. Yeah.
Remember, so she was hitting one of those.
I don't feel like I can vote for that out of good conscience now.
But you know what, Reggie? This is amazing, because I didn't even think about that once. You could hear me smiling while I was talking about that, which usually if you hear me smiling, I know what we're talking about. I didn't even think about that one time, because I was so in it felt like Mike was really involved in that conversation too.
Oh, it made sense within the context. Just out of context.
It is wild.
Problem. A very big problem. Let's see. Where do I move? Oh, yeah. Another Corey and Mike collaboration. Yeah, this is something that they said.
Here,
Pores. Feast on me tonight,
Eat some
Pores.
food, Pores.
Good Lord.
I was imitating Kevin.
Why is that ascribed to me?
I was imitating Kevin too.
Yeah, because you have the food for the pores. And
you're the one who said the ticket thing up with the pores.
What are you talking about?
In the 300 section.
Oh.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Not
All I know is that you're
God,
going to
not
the
that.
game. You're going to be up in the 300s passing out pizza rolls.
yeah.
And they're
While I bought tickets,
Uh-huh.
I spent my hard-earned money, and I'm up there with the pores.
and
See,
you're
I
going
still
you're
don't-
going
I'm just
down.
calling them that because you call them that.
I didn't call them that. Reggie put
I'm
that
part
on
of the
me.
pores.
When was the last time you sat up high, Kevin? Last game you went to.
Yeah,
did you
last
sit
game you were in the 300
close?
section.
Yeah, did you sit close?
Okay, the
'Cause I went to a
last
lot of Maverick
basketball
playoff
tickets
games.
I had for the next to last game of the season were really, really good. I
Where
do
were they?
admit that.
Where were they?
Third
were
row.
on the third row.
All right, interesting.
But
Where
Reggie
was I
put
for
that on
all
me.
of those playoff games?
Yeah.
Mine wasn't a playoff game.
Up there with the pores, as
I don't
Kevin
think
says.
we- I don't say
Kevin,
that.
when you ordered food on your third row seat,
We did not.
did the whole pizza that they brought down there, as opposed to the pizza rolls that the poors get, did it come on a golden platter, or was it just like?
I didn't order any food. I was curious how that would get delivered. It's just delivered in a regular way.
By the way, real quick, I went to quite a few playoff games last year, saved up a lot of money so I could take my kids and myself and to the playoff games. And I was wondering last night watching that game, is there a possibility that I took my boys to the last Luka Doncic Dallas Maverick playoff game?
I'm
No.
going to say no.
No.
Back to you, Reggie.
Thanks, man. But Kevin, you got to understand, man. People kind of view it some way because you talk crazy about people sometimes, like this.
You're not the person that I want right now. I want my mom.
Yeah.
What the hell was that?
You're talking about Noah.
Oh,
in the
okay.
middle of the night, but
yeah.
that's even
when he was
funny.
all pissed the other night. Yes, he was upset.
And what do you think he wanted?
He wanted his mom.
You wanted Shaq or Charles?
How did you not see that one? That one was very obvious.
He was hungry. Or poopy.
Or both.
Yeah, could have been both.
He doesn't want poopy. He wants his diaper changed. Like it's like causing road rash or whatever.
Road rash.
Get out the booty.
Diaper rash? Is that what you're?
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. That's
Okay.
it.
Road rash.
Those are distinctly different.
It's like, back to you, Reggie.
They're both streaky.
I'm glad that Mike has. What am I supposed to do with that? I'm glad that Mike, you've fully committed to being a part of this segment because usually Mike, steals the show here. But I felt like this was a good submission for Mike.
I've never been able to work a Slinky more than 2 Slinks.
And
I understood
You know,
exactly
like,
what he meant, and you know
boom,
you
and then
did
it just,
too.
this doesn't work. It never goes down the stairs.
I remember when that happened. It's going to be tough to overthrow that. It's my vote. I'm telling you right now.
Not as a kid that I cussed. I did cuss. I got in trouble in school for it by
with
accident.
a Slinky?
Well, no, but when I would try to Slinky, when I try to slink the slink,
Is that
when I
the
try to
tougher?
Slinky the
Yep.
slink down,
It
it would only go like maybe 2 stairs. Like whatever house I was at that had stairs. I was like, how do these kids on this commercial get the Slinky to slink all the way down?
It's a fantastic question.
Your Slinky is slunk.
That's my favorite so far.
Oh my god.
I don't know. Let's see if Corey can dethrone it with this submission here.
They decide,
Man.
I will not do this, put this great thing in my mouth and body.
Hold on.
Don't forget.
Cheeseburger. I want cheeseburgers tonight. That's what I'm thinking.
Multiple or just cheeseburger?
Well, I'm gonna have to make them. We got a couple of kids staying the night tonight with Carter, so I'm gonna have to make some dinner.
Same here.
Yeah, so I'm kind of in that process of trying to decide what to make or just order pizza. I can't decide. Whew. But there's no way that I'm ordering pizza rolls, Kevin. Is that right? You're like, that's not how you treat.
But if you ordered pizza rolls, it's just Totino's especially.
So-
I know inflation is hit, but you used to be able to get like that bag of 60 for $2 or whatever. That doesn't
Remember when you
seem
could get a
right.
haircut for like $11?
Okay.
I used to be able to get a Coca-Cola for
Yeah.
5 cents.
My wife let me know this morning that I have to start putting my stuff in the dishwasher and not just in the sink. And she said she's going to make me do all the dishes if I don't start doing it because the kids are starting to do it. And I'm the only one who's putting my cups in the sink and not putting them in the dishwasher. I do some, but not all the time. But in my head, I thought I shouldn't say this out loud. And so I didn't, but I'm saying it on the air. I was like, well, then who's going to cook? Because I'm the one who cooks.
Oof.
I agree.
And so I'm just not going to cook. 'cause
That I
then there
do
won't
think
be
is
dirty.
a fair division of labor is because I don't cook,
I
but I
agree.
try to do the dishes or help out with the dishes.
That is true.
Probably
When we-
more help out with the dishes.
When we would stay in Phoenix or in Arizona,
I would do
you
the
would do the
dish, yeah.
dishes and I would cook. Yeah, I think it's only fair to do those.
I'm not
things.
even litigating fair. Just sometimes some statements aren't the smartest in instances. So I'm glad that you kept that one to
That's
yourself,
totally
Mike.
true.
But finally,
Not as dumb as I look.
in the Corey piece of the week,
Oh my gosh.
Corey Majors.
Kevin's winning. What just happened? And out of nowhere, a kid comes up, boom, and he has a shell. It was like a conch shell or whatever. Conch. What did he say?
Conch.
One of those big old shells. And
Conch
he was just like, I got a shell. I thought he was dying. I thought the kid was getting taken away by a shark,
But he found a conch shell.
and it was a conch shell. I'm still
He
not sure.
conch people with it.
Yes.
Still not sure is that the right?
I'm pretty sure it's
Definitely
not.
not why
It's a
called-
conch.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a conch.
Yeah.
It feels
So
like
weird. I thought he was getting taken away by a shark, but it was a shell.
it was under his foot. He felt it with his foot in the ocean, and I was afraid because I was, maybe about 15 meters away from him, and I was like, what's happening? And then he goes underwater. He could have been eaten.
Corey, you win this week. You got
Nah,
too many
I'm voting
positives.
for Kevin.
You're not the person that I want right now. I want my mom.
That's really good delivery. I really like that delivery, but I appreciate it, Mike. If you
All
were-
right. I'm going to vote for Mike in the Slinky. And before you play that, I want to call attention to the 940. Maybe Mike just needed a slunk buster. And I think that is objectively funny.
I do like that.
Take it away.
I've never been able to work a Slinky more than 2 Slinks.
And
I understood
You know,
exactly
like,
what he meant, and you know
boom,
you
and then
did
it
too.
just, this doesn't work. It never goes down the stairs.
Kevin, you say you have a hard time telling people what this show is, like describing this show.
Or how we get paid for it.
Would you say that this...
Direct deposit.
Would you say that this is... like, this
how
segment
we
is
get
a
paid.
perfect example of...
Yes. But if you listen to the whole segment where we were doing like football stuff,
It's a great combination.
Thank God
We
they
shift
don't ask
gears.
this question after our show. Hey, do you deserve money today?
I would feel like, yes, I do.
You know what I would
Did you
tell
see
them?
what I had to deal
You
with?
don't have enough money for me right now.
Did we vote?
Mike,
We voted.
I voted for all of Corey.
That's not.
Corey wanted it in his mouth. He wanted it in his body.
all right, yeah, I think we can
Corey
work for that
then
one.
was hitting
They
it
decided,
hard.
I will not do this. Put this great thing in my mouth and body.
Don't forget.
Cheeseburger.
It's too long.
Frank.
It's too long. I want cheeseburgers.
You sound
to
like a
drop.
computer when we just type in the word cheeseburger and it says it back.
Happy birthday, cheeseburger. All right, Reggie. We need you to bring this
Cheeseburger.
to an end.
Wait until next week and we talk about peanut butter on
Oh
Friday.
goodness, I am definitely not voting for anything you voted for because that's how this goes. I will vote for this.
Did you
those
try
things.
hitting it the same way she hit it, or did you try going hard at
I
it?
went hard at it, and maybe that's the reason that maybe it's just she was hitting at a certain pressure because it didn't look like she was hitting it like me. I was up there hitting it hard.
That's the part, hitting it like me.
So your choices are Corey
She
hitting
would
it
obviously hit it
hard,
different.
Corey not in his body, Mike with the Slinky, or me saying that I want my mom. 877-881-1053 plus
You
the
deserve
Twolos
Yeah.
and the YouTubers vote. Coming
Every
up next.
Friday, I feel like we're Reggie Jackson in the 77 World Series, and we're just coming right out of the dugout after our 3 homers, and we're saying thank you very much.
Oh, we did it.
Coming up next, we'll chit chat
Curtain
with
call.
those.